Hello guys, welcome back to History Time. Did you know that once upon a time, a 12-year-old or a child by modern day standards once tamed a wild horse? Today, I'm going to be talking about the epic story of Alexander and Bucephalus. So let's get to it. Now, in 356, on July 21st or 20th, by some historical records, a child is born, and he is born to Philip II, the king of Macedon, and Olympias, who is the queen. This child is given the name Alexander. Now, let's talk about the situations on which Alexander was born. Philip II of Macedon was one of many kings who ruled kingdoms in Greece. Now, for those of you who know Greece right now, it is a united nation. However, back then, it was made up of many warring city-states, and Macedon was one of them. Now, Philip II was a skilled warrior and diplomat. So by 356 BCE, Macedon was a strong kingdom which was influencing all other kingdoms around it. Now, as a result of this, Alexander grew up to be a confident child who was confident in his abilities. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the situations of one day and not his whole life as a whole preview. So, it's around 344 BCE, and this Alexander has grown into a 12-year-old. At that time, of course, he has friends from other royal families, and he's probably walking the market, just observing things or playing with his friends. From a distance, he sees his father talking to a man. Now that man was from a neighboring kingdom called Thessaly. Now Thessaly was a kingdom which was proficient in the rearing of horses. So as a tribute or as a gift to please Philip II, they give him a big, beautiful black horse called Bucephalus. Now, it arrived in Macedon, and Philip II, along with his royal guards, is observing this horse. However, there seems to be a problem. This horse does not want anyone to climb it. It is constantly just, running around, doing chaos, and this chaos is observable to Alexander from a distance. Now, the royal guards of Philip II are trying to mount the horse, but the horse is refusing and refusing and refusing. But Alexander is confident he can do something. So he goes to the horse and checks it out. It is a big, beautiful horse, and he is immediately drawn to it. However, to a 12-year-old, seeing as the royal guards of his father are not able to mount the horse, been Alexander, I would have simply minded my own business and gone on to play with my friends. Oh, not Alexander. He decided, you know what? I am going to tame this horse. He started to observe the horse, and he soon found out that the horse was looking at its shadow because the sun was overhead and it was afraid of the shadow. So Alexander confidently and calmly just comes and steps on the shadow. Now, of course, his father is worried because is observing that this violent horse is about to trample on his son. Now, Alexander just coolly starts to, rub his hands on the face of the horse. And guess what? The wild horse that had been refusing to be mounted by the royal guards of Philip now simply placates itself to this little child, a 12-year-old. This is the situation that the market is now seeing. Yeah, this is a situation where the thief stops robbing the trader, and the trader stops chasing the thief. They will look at Alexander, yeah? And they see just how confident this child is. Philip is amazed. In fact, he starts crying out loud, "This is my son! This is my son!" Yeah, and the spirit is joyous. To complete the scene, Alexander mounts the horse and rides the horse to the sunset. Oh, the sun was overhead. Well, he rides the horse and for the rest of his life, Bucephalus was with him. Now, Alexander grew up to be a powerful king, just like his father, and started conquering nations not just in Greece, but also in Asia. And guess what? Bucephalus, the stallion, was always with him. Well, guys, that was my epic story on Alexander as a 12-year-old with Bucephalus. If you want to learn more about this epic king, please subscribe to my channel, like, and share this video so that we can grow our community together. Well, guys, I'll see you next time, and remember, it's just not history, it's our story.